Being alone doesn't mean you re-unloved. It means you re-strong enough to stand by yourself. Have you ever sat in your room, scrolling through your phone, and realized there's no one to call? That heavy silence can feel like the world has turned its back on you. You start asking yourself, am I unloved? Am I forgotten? But here's the truth. Being alone doesn't mean you're unloved. It means you're strong enough to stand without leaning on anyone else. Think about it. Some people can't spend a single day without company. They fear silence because silence shows them who they really are. But you've walked through days with no one by your side, and you're still here. That's not weakness, that's power. Yes, friendships are beautiful. Yes, love feels amazing. But depending on others to feel worthy will always leave you empty. Real strength begins when you realize your value doesn't shrink just because nobody is standing next to you. Remember, some of the strongest women in history built their courage in moments of solitude. They turned their quiet hours into fuel. And you can too. So the next time loneliness whispers, remind yourself, I am not unloved, I am unshakable. Walk tall, smile anyway, shine anyway. Because the world needs a woman who can stand strong, even when she stands alone. Loneliness is not emptiness. It's the space where self-discovery happens. Loneliness can feel like a heavy weight on your chest. You look around, and no one is there. The silence feels loud, and you start to believe it's proof that something is missing inside you. But let me tell you the truth. Loneliness is not emptiness. It's not a punishment. It's an open space waiting for you to discover who you really are. Think about it. When you're always surrounded by people, by noise, by distractions, you don't get the chance to hear your own voice. But when the crowd disappears, you finally meet yourself. That's when you realize what you love, what you dream of, and what truly matters to you. Some of the greatest ideas, the strongest decisions, and the boldest transformations happen in moments of solitude. It's in the quiet that you notice the power you've been carrying all along. Instead of fearing loneliness, use it. Journal your thoughts. Try something new. Sit with your own heart and listen to what it's been trying to say. Loneliness is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of self-discovery. So the next time you feel that silence wrapping around you, don't run from it. Embrace it. Because that space is not empty. It's where you'll finally find yourself. People leaving you is not rejection. It's redirection towards your true path. It hurts when people walk away, doesn't it? A friend you trusted suddenly grows distant. Someone you thought would always be there disappears without a word. You're left wondering, what's wrong with me? Why wasn't I enough? But here's the truth. You are not being rejected. You are being redirected. Think about it. If every person who ever came into your life stayed, you'd never move forward. Some people are meant to walk with you for only a short season. They teach you something, they shape a piece of you, and then their part in your story is over. It doesn't mean you failed. It means life is making space for what's next. Imagine if a door never closed. You'd never find the courage to open a new one. The friendships that ended, the relationships that broke, the people who left, those weren't accidents. They were guidance. They were protection. So instead of crying over who left, thank life for showing you where you don't belong anymore. Trust that every loss is simply clearing the path for something greater. You are not abandoned. You are being guided. Walk forward with faith, because the right people, the right opportunities, and the right future are waiting for you. Your value doesn't decrease just because no one else notices it. Have you ever done something amazing and no one clapped? You worked hard, gave your best, but the world stayed silent. That silence can feel crushing. It makes you wonder, am I even good enough? Do I matter at all? Let me remind you, your value doesn't drop just because nobody else sees it. Think about a diamond lying in the dirt. Even if no one picks it up, even if nobody notices it, does it stop being precious? No. It's still rare, it's still priceless, and so are you. Sometimes people overlook you because they're too busy with their own battles. Sometimes they don't see your worth because they don't understand it. But their blindness has nothing to do with your brilliance. Don't wait for applause to believe in yourself. Don't let other people's silence convince you that you're small. You are worthy simply because you exist. You are valuable even when unseen, even when unappreciated, even when forgotten. So the next time you feel invisible, remind yourself, you are still shining, whether anyone looks or not. Keep going, keep growing. One day the right eyes will see you. But until then, stand tall, because your worth was never up for debate. Solitude sharpens your mind and strengthens your spirit. Silence can feel scary at first. When you're alone, your thoughts get louder, your emotions rise, and you wonder if being by yourself is a weakness. But here's the truth. Solitude isn't weakness. It's training. It's the space where your mind grows sharper and your spirit becomes unshakable. Think about a sword. It doesn't become strong by staying soft. It becomes strong by being sharpened, pressed, and refined. That's exactly what solitude does to you. When you're alone, you start to see life more clearly. You notice things you missed before. You think deeper. You feel stronger. Some of the greatest leaders, creators, and visionaries in history spent long hours in solitude. Why? Because silence clears the noise of the world. It forces you to face yourself. And when you face yourself, you grow. Yes, being alone can feel heavy. But instead of fighting it, use it. Read that book. Write down your thoughts. Pray, reflect, or simply sit and breathe. Every moment you spend with yourself is a moment of building inner strength. So don't fear solitude. Embrace it. Let it sharpen your mind. Let it strengthen your spirit, because when you step out of that quiet space, you'll carry a power no one can take away. You don't need a crowd to validate your worth. You're already enough. Have you ever caught yourself posting something online, then checking again and again to see how many likes it got? And if nobody reacts, you start to wonder if what you said, or who you are, really matters. Let me tell you something. Your worth has nothing to do with numbers, claps, or crowds. You are already enough, even in complete silence. Think about it. If a flower blooms in the middle of a forest where no one is watching, does it stop being beautiful? No, it's still breathtaking. It still has purpose. That's you. The truth is, people's opinions change like the weather. Today they cheer, tomorrow they disappear. If you build your worth on their approval, you'll always feel empty. But when you know deep inside that you are enough, without the applause, without the recognition, you become unshakable. Some of the strongest people walk alone. They don't wait for a crowd to tell them they matter. They decide it for themselves, and that's the power you hold too. So stop waiting for others to validate you. Stop measuring yourself through their eyes. Look in the mirror and remind yourself, I am enough. I always was. I always will be. Walk in that truth, and nothing can break you. True peace often begins when fake friendships end. Sometimes the loudest noise in your life doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the people you call friends. You laugh with them, spend time with them, but deep down, you feel drained. Their words cut you, their actions don't match their promises, and yet you hold on because you don't want to be alone. But here's the truth. True peace often begins the moment fake friendships end. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how heavy it feels to keep people around who don't really care for you? You find yourself pretending, shrinking, or doubting yourself just to fit in. That's not friendship, that's bondage. Yes, letting go hurts. It feels like losing a part of your life. But sometimes subtraction is the first step to peace. When you remove the wrong people, you create space for the right ones. And until those right people come, you get to enjoy something even more powerful, your own peace of mind. Don't be afraid to walk away from fake connections. Don't confuse company with loyalty. Real friends don't make you question your worth. They remind you of it. So if you feel lonely after cutting ties, don't mistake it for loss. It's freedom. It's healing. And it's the first step toward a life filled with genuine love and real peace. Every season of isolation is secretly preparing you for growth. Have you ever felt like life pushed you into a corner? Friends faded, calls stopped, and suddenly you were left alone with your own thoughts. It feels like punishment, doesn't it? But here's the hidden truth. Every season of isolation is secretly preparing you for growth. Think about a seed. When it's planted in the ground, it's buried in darkness. No sunlight, no applause, just silence. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. But underneath, roots are forming. Strength is building, growth is beginning, and one day that seed breaks through the soil stronger than ever. That's exactly what your isolation is doing for you. It's not burying you, it's planting you. The silence is teaching you patience. The loneliness is teaching you self-reliance. The emptiness is making space for new beginnings. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it feels endless sometimes. But don't mistake isolation for the end. It's a hidden classroom, shaping you for the next chapter of your life. So if you're walking through a lonely season, don't lose hope. Trust the process. Your roots are growing deeper than you can see, and when the time is right, you will rise, stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. A woman with no friends can still build an empire, because focus loves silence. People often think you need a crowd to succeed. They believe you need constant support, constant company, constant cheerleaders. But here's the truth. Some of the greatest victories are born in silence. A woman with no friends can still build an empire because focus loves silence. Think about it. When nobody is calling you to hang out, when nobody is filling your calendar, you suddenly have something priceless: time and focus. While others waste their energy trying to impress their circle, you can pour your energy into your goals. Many powerful women in history weren't surrounded by friends. They were surrounded by vision. They used their quiet hours to work, to learn, to grow, and that's what made them unstoppable. It may sting when your phone doesn't buzz. It may hurt when no one checks in. But that silence is not your enemy. It's your space to rise. It is your chance to put your head down and build something the world can ignore. So don't let loneliness fool you. You don't need a crowd to create something powerful. You need vision, you need focus, you need belief, and you already have all three. Stay focused. Keep building. One day, the same silence that hurt you will become the stage for your empire. Remember, being your own best friend is the most powerful friendship of all. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to comfort others, but so hard to comfort yourself? You tell your friends you'll be okay, but when you're the one hurting, you feel completely alone. That's why the most powerful friendship you can ever build is with yourself. Think about it. Friends may come and go. People may misunderstand you, disappoint you, or walk away. But the one person who will never leave you is the one staring back in the mirror. If you can learn to stand by yourself, encourage yourself, and love yourself, then you'll never truly be alone. Being your own best friend doesn't mean you stop needing people. It means you stop breaking every time they leave. It means you learn to sit with yourself and still feel whole. It means you talk kindly to yourself instead of tearing yourself down. Imagine how strong you'd be if, instead of waiting for others to cheer you on, you became your own cheerleader. If instead of seeking constant approval, you told yourself, "I am proud of me." That's unshakable strength. So today, choose you. Be gentle with yourself, celebrate yourself, because once you become your own best friend, you'll never fear being alone again. You'll know you're always in good company.